What's going on, Nova Squad? Welcome back to the channel. So this is like not really like the typical reaction. I just want to talk about my thoughts on the Super Bowl halftime show with Kendrick and Lamar. So we all know that he actually had beef with Drake and everything, but then like I just felt like not only he tried to diss Drake during the halftime show, he also tried to diss America. Because I've always believed that American history is all about whites, blacks, every single race and ethnicity that comes to this country and then was born and then raised is part of American history. Like I just don't understand when you got certain people who try to be pushing the idea or saying that black people had built this country, but then right at the same time trying to diss it as if like we don't really belong here. The same people who try to say that we need to be inclusive, whatever, but then you have choirs with nothing just black folks, and then like not trying to give out the example of having like diversity in in the spaces, whatever. I just find that very disingenuous and then very weird how we keep trying to push this idea that we all need to be inclusive, but then we don't try to practice or try to show an example on how we should do it. But overall, the game was pretty decent. Even though the Eagles actually got darn near a goose egg if the other team didn't have to score, whatever. But I just don't understand how you got all of these black celebrities, all these rich black folks trying to push the idea that America is extremely racist when they are making millions upon millions each year. I just don't understand that. I don't get the idea on how you keep pushing this idea as if like we are going to be keep on being pushed in a certain bracket because of the color of our skin. Now, if this was the 1950s or the 60s, yeah, I would actually agree to that because back then that was systemically racist because there were signs where us black folks cannot get involved with any other white spaces. But now we up in 2025 when everyone has the ability to even be in the same tax bracket. And we had a black president. We had a black secretary of defense. We had a lot of black people who actually had titles of power. And we just keep thinking that we can't be more because of the color of our skin. I don't get that, and I refuse to be a victim. I refuse to try to teach my kids, oh, you're going to do a certain thing because you're black. Oh, you can't say this or you can't say that because you're black. Oh, you can't be a certain teacher or have a certain job title or certain this because you're black. I refuse. That's why for me, that's why I totally believe that Black History Month is the most racist thing that I've actually experienced. And why did I say that? Because one, it's the shortest month of the year, and us black folks are so naive to just fall through with it. Like, and then in the month, we don't even talk about all of the greatest black people who actually have made a living out of this country. Like for instance, like the guy who actually had designed the lot, but before Thomas had gotten it, it was I want to say it was Prue or whatever. You got old buddy who actually had invented the peanut butter. We had invented the fridge. We had invented a lot of appliances we actually are using today, but we don't talk about that in February because it's so short. I just feel like if we're going to talk about Black history, it's part of American history. I don't get how schools will have like teaching a certain timeline in history, but then skip a certain history, keep going. They go back at a certain point in the same month and try to go back to where we had started. I think that's just stupid. I think everything should be taught in the same timeline, and I just think that this whole thing about Trump is racist, or he's trying to put us back in camps or trying to have us pick cotton or whatever, I just think it's just stupid. I think it's just really dumb, honestly. Because, like, if he really wanted us to be put back in change, he would have made an executive order. He has the House, the Senate, everything. He could have done that, but guess what? He didn't. I'm just sick and tired of people trying to make us black folks the victim. Yes, we do it to ourselves, but also the super hard liberals and leftists, man, trying to say that, oh well, you can only do a certain thing because the color of the skin. Oh, it's okay, Tommy. You can do only certain act. No, I refuse to teach my kids that you are able to only do certain things because you're black. All you doing is just messing up the next generation of great inventors, great scientists, great teachers, great leaders, because you're giving them a fear tactic because they can't do nothing because of the color of their skin. Black History Month is racist. What Kendrick Lamar did at the Super Bowl, the halftime show, was stupid. It was stupid. You had an opportunity of just telling black folks to let things go as far as yes, slavery happened. It was terrible, of course. But whoop-de-doo, every single country, every single civilization has started through slavery. All around the world. Because I don't understand why people just believe black folks were the only one in this world was slaves. Shoot, they are still slaves now up in the East. But we don't talk about that. Because the government wants to put us black folks down so they can control us. Well, I'm here to say the hell with that. Honestly. It's just so... It's darn near self-destructive when it comes to us black folks thinking we can't do nothing. And I find that sad because we have the potential of being great. But we keep on offering ourselves. We keep finding excuses why we can't do nothing in life. If you guys don't know me, I'm a stutterer. I have all of the reasons and the time when I can just complain that I can't do nothing because I stutter and such. I refuse to do that to myself. Because I have so much potential of being or unlocking the best version of me. Just because I'm black doesn't mean I'm going to be thinking or talking the same way. Yes, we might have similarities, but we have totally different upbringings. Like even at work, people trying to say, oh, why are you talking like this? Or why are you thinking like that? Because I can. God gave me the brain and the knowledge to think for myself. I'm not a sheep. I'm able to think and talk for myself. Yeah, I might take like an extra 5 minutes of speaking my mind, but I'm not going to sit here and then agree with you because we are just black people. We should have the same thought process. No, it shouldn't be like that, because if that was the case, then no one in this world will have new inventions. No one, like, our conversations will be so bland because we think the same way. I was planning on doing a reaction today, but I just felt like this had been said. It had been said. I'm tired of just being a victim. I'm tired of folks trying to use my people for leverage when it comes to publicity. Trying to use it as like lost puppies, like saying, oh, I feel sorry for you because, you know, what happened all the years ago. It didn't happen to me. It didn't happen to me, so why do you feel sorry for me? Why are you feeling sorry for the black people today what happened many years ago? You should say sorry for the actual slaves. Oh, wait, I'm sorry. They're all dead. All of the racist masters who actually owned the slaves, they're all dead. The ones who actually had slaves up in this country. Yeah. I'm just sick of this whole bull crap. How we just feel like we just can't do nothing, man. Like we have so many examples. Barack Obama, Michelle, all of the other people who actually who who were able to have a position of power, who were dark skinned black Americans. Shoot, even the Africans who actually had came over here, who now just doctors because they don't feel the oppression. Because if they can come from Africa and then come over here, make it a living. What does that mean to us black Americans? Yeah. I felt like I needed to say this. I'll see you guys in the next episode.